Hey guys, Dr. Jason Tirado, Chiropractic Labs. Well, today what I want to do is I want to talk about four of the most important systems that you should actually have running inside your office on autopilot. One of the things that I find that are very, very common to very, very successful chiropractic practices out there is that most successful chiropractors really know how to leverage their time. And the way they leverage their time is they have automated systems running in the background all the time, whether they're sleeping or whether they're up working. These systems work all day long, all in the background, sometimes without the chiropractor even knowing it. All it typically takes is for the chiropractor to set up these systems, and then these systems run in the background. And that's what's really important and so advantageous about leveraging your time. It'll enable you to always have multiple things going on all at the same time. Now, some people call these systems putting them on autopilot. Some of these people will also call these types of programs evergreen programs. I just call them systems that work that are basically running in the background of your office, and they're things that you have to really put into place. These are systems that will help market your office. These are systems that help you communicate with your patients. These are systems that help you nurture your relationships with your patients. And those are the things that are the fundamentals when it comes to really creating a very successful practice. So let's talk about the four things that every chiropractic office should automate absolutely immediately. So the first thing is we're going to talk about an online scheduler. An online scheduler. Most EHR programs have online scheduling now. And sometimes some of these programs you actually have to pay extra money for. But you know these online schedulers are extremely important if you're going to practice in 2021 nowadays. Right now, years ago, 10, 20, 30 years ago, maybe a lot of chiropractors didn't. An online scheduling program was something that you never even heard of, right? You'd call up an office and you'd make the appointment. But today, having an online scheduler is key in having a truly successful office, because an online scheduler does so many things and gives you such an advantage to other chiropractors that don't have online scheduling. One of the first things that I could think of with an online scheduler is, number one, it makes it easy for a patient to be able to schedule an office visit. And that's what it's all about. The easier you can get a person to schedule a visit inside your office, well, the easier you're going to be able to get that patient into your office. The next is, and that's because it allows the patient to be able to be in control of being able to schedule the visit on their own time. Now, of course, it's your time, and you kind of delegate the parameters of when they can schedule, when they can't schedule, but at least it empowers the patients to know that they can schedule when they want within a given time. And that makes it easy. That makes it very attractive for a patient to be able to schedule an appointment. That's number one, scheduling ease. Number two, having an online schedule allows a patient to be able to pay for the visit before they even come to the office. I mean, think about that. You go to your office, you've got, let's say, 20 people, 30 people on the books, and they're all paid before you even get there. I mean, that's incredible. That is what I call chiropractic practice nirvana, where you've got 25, 35 people scheduled, and every single one of them is paid because they paid online before they even coming into the office. Imagine if you have a cancellation, you don't care. They're already paid. So being able to pay online is extremely key. Number two, also giving them the ability to reschedule online is extremely important. Having an online scheduler that enables them to reschedule, which means they make the appointment, they're not going to make the appointment. And so rather than having to call and having to bother an assistant in your office, they can just push a button and reschedule their appointment online with ease in the press of a button. It's very easy. It's easy for them, and it's easy for you because you don't even have to hire somebody to reschedule or to take that call or to reschedule that office visit. review. How about programming your online scheduler to, once the appointment is over, that online scheduler sends out a text message or it sends out an email message asking the patient for a review. I mean, that would be absolutely powerful. Most online schedulers now do that. And so now, rather than you going from having 2 or 3 reviews in your Google listing, now you have 43 or 63 or 103 Google reviews going inside there, and you don't even have to ask for a review anymore, because this is something that is completely automated, that goes on in the background while you sleep at nighttime. How about number 1, asking for a referral? That's right. You can program your online scheduler to even ask for a review, ask for a referral, meaning once that review is generated, that online scheduler can ask you, where would you like this review sent to? And it'll ask for an email, and you can send that review to one of your friends, and that review can act as a referral tool for referring people into your office. I mean, that is powerful. That's something that could not be done 5, 10, 15 years ago, and now it all happens automatically in the background. So you see, online scheduler is extremely important. The next thing is, I want to talk about newsletters. You have to have automated newsletters going out every single week, if not one time a week, maybe even twice a week. Newsletters that give information about get sent out at the press of a button to your entire patient base. This way you nurture the relationship with your patients. You let your patients know what's going on. You let's say you want to talk to your patients about COVID, or let's say you want to talk to your patients about some type of new health treatment that you offer, or some service that you offer. Newsletter marketing in their emails is still very powerful. Now look, I know a lot of people get a lot of emails nowadays. They do. But if you can, but you know what, they do open up those emails from time to time. And if you're sending 1 to 2 emails a week, they're gonna see your email inside their box. They're gonna open up, they're gonna read it, or they're gonna listen to it. And that newsletter email is going to act as a marketing tool, as a referral tool, and actually as a tool to remind them that they need to go back inside your office. And that's done automatically on autopilot, and that's an evergreen system that you must have inside your office. Let's talk about the next thing, text messaging. Text messaging, one of the most powerful tools you can have inside your office. Let me tell you how I use text messaging. Every single week I text message my patient base. Probably about 1,000 to 1,500 people I send out my text message. I think it cost me about $30, $32 that I send out. And immediately, at the press of a button, a short text message can go out to over 1,500 people. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So why should we text? Because you're probably on the fence. You're probably thinking, well, look, if I do emails, why should I do text messaging? Well, look, the reason why you should do text messaging is because 90% of the text messages that go through, people actually read. They really do. And most emails, you know what? Most people don't read emails, or they read so little of them, so few, because so many email boxes are absolutely full. But a text message, a personal text message that you can send to your patients weekly or bi-monthly, can be a powerful tool that can be opened up. A text message can be used for scheduling an appointment, or scheduling an appointment reminder in advance. That could be number 1. You could tell a patient that they should come into the office. How about make scheduling more convenient for patients? Let's say inside your text message, you might have a link inside that text message that links them over to your online scheduler. That's very powerful. How about you could even use text messaging as an SMS chat to draw in patients who keep their appointments. Very powerful. You can send text messaging to your patients to, let's say, send exercise routines to keep your sessions or your chiropractic sessions top of mind. I mean, you can use the power of text messaging is incredible. You can use text messaging in so many ways. So text messaging is very important. The next And final system that I want to talk about, and these are all systems that my practice accelerator does for you. We created this, we put all these automated systems in the practice accelerator so that it would be done for you. So let's talk about the fourth one. And it's not the last one that you should have. There are also others that you should implement, but we're just going to go over the fourth today. And here's the fourth. The fourth is a new patient onboarding system. What's that? Well, that's real simple. That is, a new patient walks inside your office, you examine them, you treat them, and then you want to follow up with them. Because a lot of people, they leave the office and they either have buyer's remorse, or they're just not too sure what the next step is, or they might have questions, or they just might not feel comfortable, and you just want to nurture that relationship with your patients. So a new patient onboarding sequence to make that patient feel more comfortable in your office is very powerful. What that simply is it's a step-by-step email sequence for your new patients so that you could actually start to nurture relations with them. They could become fans of you, and you can set that up over the course of, let's say, 3 days, maybe even 7 days, maybe even 14 days. But what that does is, there's a few things that new patient onboarding system does is it could offer a welcoming letter to the new patient that walked in. It could be a letter that basically emphasizes whatever treatment plan it is that you have going on, maybe reducing fears. It might even answer some questions that they might have about chiropractic. It'll also, talking about, let's say, the benefits of care, or you could even talk about some of the most obvious risks with chiropractic. Hey, talk about the pink elephant in the room. That's perfectly okay. Talk about it before they come into your office and ask you about it. And other things. You can even gain referrals you can even ask for referrals in a new patient onboarding system. You can even encourage them to go over to your Facebook page in a new patient onboarding email, so that you can continue getting more interaction with your patients. The idea is you can use these new patient onboarding system to really become a trusted expert inside their office, or the go-to doctor for that particular new patient. I hope some of this is actually starting to resonate with you, because it's extremely important. And just remember, these systems are systems that I've found are most common in very, very successful chiropractic practices. And these are systems that I put inside the Practice Accelerator program because I know that they work, and I know that they'll work for you. And that's what we do for our members. So the next time you're thinking about putting together systems inside your office, make sure that your systems are going to be on autopilot, meaning you're going to do it once, you're going to set it up once, and it's going to continue to grow. Because let's face it, the most successful chiropractic practices are the ones where the marketing of the practice, internal and external, is evergreen, or set on autopilot. The nurturing of the patient relations through effective communication, that's got to be placed on autopilot as well. And those are things that'll just increase your relationships. It'll increase your credibility with your patients. And really, that's what it's about. And that's how you really create and dominate your area and develop tremendous authority inside your practice. All right, guys, that's a lot for today. That's a mouthful today. But I really hope that you get some of this and you really start implementing these 4 automated systems inside your practice, because once you put these inside your practice, it'll truly, truly, truly grow. And you know what? If you want help with setting any of this up inside your practice, I would love to help you do this. I'm going to place a link below this video, and you can click on that, and that'll take you to a page. I urge you to opt in, and I'll send you some more information on how to set this up into your practice. If you like this video, please like below. And if you think or you know a chiropractor that has plateaued in business, or really wants to get to the next level, or maybe struggling in practice, then I really want to encourage you to share this video with that chiropractor. I'm Dr. Jason Tirado. I'll talk to you soon.